Well, it may be raining, but that's not going to dampen our spirits. It's the first beeline of the season. This is a show to bring you all the exclusive reaction behind all the racing on a race weekend. Bring it on. What a weekend of racing we've had here in Munro in South Korea. It's been absolutely brilliant. We started with this short track on Friday and the conditions were a little bit nicer than today. We had gorgeous sunshine. Matisse Azara, he finished first for the men's, and then Sina Fry came out on top for the women's. In fact, Sina went and did the double. She also won the cross-country Olympic race. Two totally different conditions. Cross-country was an absolute mud bath. She came out on top, and so did Dario Lilo. And then when it comes to downhill, my word, if you haven't watched that, you've got to watch the highlights from the whole weekend, to be honest. But Asa Vermette, he came top spot in qualifying, and then he went and backed that up on race day. He beat all the big names in the sport. He's just jumped up from juniors to elite as well. His first elite race, finishing it with a win, was absolutely insane. And then Valley Hull, she's had a lot of change to deal with. She's changed teams and she finished on top. Bearing in mind, she did win the overall last year, but she only got the one win, and now she's already equaled that win from last year. So I'm excited to see what happens with her for the rest of this season. Right now though, let's head down and have a word with Emma Stewart and see who she managed to catch up with after the downhill.
We're here at the downhill finish. It's been an outrageous day here in Munro. We've had such a good day. It's filled with excitement. There's been so much drama, and it's just been one of those days that, you know, we just didn't really see that was expected. We've had riders, we've had crashes, we've had flats, we've had everything under the sun. It's honestly been absolutely unreal. And what we're going to do is we're going to go and see the Commencal team here. Commencal team of the weekend. How is it?
Yeah, it's so cool, and we've been working really hard, and to have everybody being where they wanted to be, it's really cool. Well, Amaury had a crash in his second, so I guess he would have loved to be first, but how insane it is.
Honestly, I feel like that was one of those ones that was just like, how?
How? Never seen this before.
But I don't think anyone can ever answer that.
Yeah, it's just like, I feel like all this winter we knew he was fully on it, and yeah, it sounds like it's going to be a great season.
Yeah, I know. We can't wait to see what the rest of you guys have in store for us, and it's going to be a very, very exciting season, especially with those young guns coming through. What did you think about that?
Yes, definitely, and for the first race, we're really pleased. They are happy with them. And yeah, it sounds like it's going to be a great party. We are waiting for the boys to arrive, but yeah, the flight is only in 2 days, so...
Well, enjoy what it is like here in South Korea.
Yeah, let's have some fun.
Yeah, we've actually got Finn here to see, I guess, what he thought of the course. And, you know, we know that it is really unpredictable. So, Finn, do you think we could just talk to you about, I guess, the unpredictability of the course out there?
Yeah, for sure. It's one of the harder tracks we've had, I think, in terms of that. Just because it was brand new, there was basically no tires on the track before we got here. I think there was just the boys that built the track that had ridden it. So, blank canvas. And when there's this many riders riding with this much intensity and this much speed, things just change. And I think today, well, I'd say yesterday afternoon was the first time we had some sort of stability. And then this morning, the track was really good. It was definitely a little bit faster than yesterday. Things were starting to hold in some sort of way as much as they could, but it was just then starting to go from it's really fresh and pushing out to being like it's getting beat up and there's a lot of rocks coming out and things like that. And
do you think this will be one of the most unpredictable tracks that there will be all season?
I would say yes, just because it's brand new. We're in a place that people aren't used to. The Euros have to travel, which always kind of plays in the results because they never have to travel.
Yeah, it's so hard with that, isn't it? It's about time they got to travel.
Yeah, definitely. And I think that first race of the year is always an interesting one. I think now everybody can look at where they need to be better, and we'll go to Ludonviel, and I think the racing's going to be tighter. The racing's going to be a bit more predictable, and yeah, it's a crazy one. It's always crazy when there's a new venue, and I always find like when we go to North America or we come somewhere like here, the racing's just different, and that's just kind of how it goes.
Okay, so we've just arrived at the Canyon downhill pits. You know, they had some great performances there. We saw Aletha, she went through and she top qualified, and just see her over here in the distance. I see her and Sacha, and I'm going to come and jump right on them. And Aletha, talk us through top qualified for all of the girls. How does it make you feel?
It feels really, really good. It was a solid run, so I'm proud of it.
And then you, Sacha, you sat in that hot seat for a good amount of time. How was that?
I was a bit surprised, to be honest. The run was all right, but Aletha smoked us, so it's all right.
Yeah, how do you guys deal with that competition? Obviously, you're quite buddy-buddy, you're friends, so how do you guys deal with that?
It's easy that we're not in the same category. No, I'm kidding.
That is
like,
a hard truth.
You just wait till next year.
Yes, exactly. Next year you will not see us together. No, well, it's us against the clock. We're never on track with each other, racing each other. So it's not the worst thing in the world when someone beats us. And we've got so many races in the year. It's never really like, oh, I beat you and I'm better than you. Yeah. It's just, oh yeah, you're faster, cool.
But I think as long as you have the mindset of like you're racing the clock, as she said, and the fact that like every course has someone's special, unique thing that they're really, really good at. And so like one race, she's going to probably smoke me by like 10 seconds and then me, and then this is my specialty. So definitely depends on course.
Wow, we just can't wait to see how that develops. It's so great seeing girls out there racing and just absolutely killing it. So well done, girls.
Thank you so much.
Today there's been a lot of talk when it comes to common sail bikes, and you know, someone who we've really got who's just come on to common sail bikes, we've got Valentina Höll. She's just moved on to the new common sail team and it really seems to be performing for her, to be honest. Vali, we were just talking about how it's a new team for you and we just want to know how you're finding it.
Yeah, pretty good, I would say. Everyone is smiling, everyone is happy. I think the team did really well. Everyone qualified, we're second in the team overall. Like, this is pretty insane.
Hey Aaron, we just want to grab a few words about the initial thoughts on ASA winning today.
It's hard to put it into words. I think Nico would maybe know better because he's been there with ASA from the beginning. My first memory of ASA was at National Champs in Colorado. I think he was like 13 or 14 at the time. And I'm pretty sure he ran a time that was really close to mine. And then the first time he ever raced me, I think he was 15, and he beat me. And so he was on the radar pretty quick, but just like the nicest kid ever. Just really happy for him. Like, I know he's been working at it for a long time, and to get through juniors and then make the step into elites and the pressure and all this stuff, it's pretty special day for him. Like, I'm really cool.
Talk us through today, Loïc.
I'm good. Today was tough. This morning I tried to do 3 runs because the track is just, we need to ride it more to get used to it. And I could see everybody was on fire, and I could feel that I needed something extra to do it. So I tried to push, but I never really could enough. So
yeah, how do you deal with that, like, difference between like the risk versus reward, so the speed and the traction?
It's difficult. You need to think before, you need to visualize a little bit exactly where you want to push and where you want to be safe. But you never know. On this track, everything was changing so much constantly, so I was like, we'll see.
Yeah, how many times do you reckon you watched that GoPro footage?
Too many times, and I did it in my head like 10 more times, but it was, for the first one it was good because the speed was not too high. It was just about like carrying momentum and minimizing mistakes, so that's what I did, but it was not enough risk-taking.
Yeah, but that's okay. Well, hopefully that's the most unpredictable things that we'll see all season, and looking forward to seeing you back out there for the rest of the season.
Yeah, next one's in France, so I'm excited for that.
Now, one of the most exciting stories was Amaury Pierron. He had a crash, and somehow he ended up on the podium. Now, I don't really understand how it happened. Do you?
Not at all. I mean, like, if you have told me that before the race or what, like even 10 years ago, like doing World Cup racing and crashing and still finish on the podium, it's crazy. But I've seen the footage and I've been so quick back on the bike.
So quick, but then like
I remember seeing the drone past me, and the footage is the drone, and just the time is like turning back to see me, and I'm already back on the bike. It's crazy.
Do you feel like because you had a podium, it doesn't kind of come with that disappointment? Because obviously you were on such a great run.
Yeah, no, for sure. If I would have ended up 10th or whatever, I would be so mad. But ended up on the podium is really funny. It's crazy, and I'm really happy. And I had good fun, felt good on the bike, and yeah, I feel like I'm in a good position this year. So really happy with the vibes, and excited for the rest of the season.
And there we have it, the first round of the World Series here in South Korea. Riders are stoked, everyone's so happy to be here, and we just can't wait to see what the series has in store for us for the rest of the season.
I'm absolutely chuffed to be with Gwendolyn Gibson and Maddie Munro. What a weekend it's been here in South Korea. Have you guys been absolutely loving it?
Yeah. South Korea's been super cool. I mean, I don't know, Gwen hasn't been yet to Seoul to explore a little bit, but we got to go at the beginning of this week, and it was super cool experience.
What were your highlights from that?
I think we wore some traditional Korean clothing called hanbok. Yeah, they dressed us up. So the boys and the girls, like we all had these dresses and little outfits, and we took some photos. So it was quite fun, like little experience.
The XCO race has just finished. It's absolutely pouring outside. So thank you so much for sharing your time, because it was absolutely carnage out there. Maddie, we've got to say massive congratulations to you. Your first elite podium. What was going through your mind out there, and how tough was it?
I think there was definitely at some points a lot going through my mind. At some points, like just nothing, but just keep pedaling or running, I guess. I think, yeah, it was definitely very surreal, and I was just trying to stay super present in the race and enjoy the moment. And my skills coach, Ray, was out there cheering really loud, so that helped a lot and just helped me stay grounded and just enjoy the mud, yeah.
I just kept telling myself, just like smile, even if it's like a little bit painful to be running up this climb, just like smile through it, have a good time. Like we're in South Korea racing our bikes, like enjoy this moment.
That's a really good perspective to have, I think. It's like, I'm actually living the dream. Okay, there's a bit of rain, but I get to race my bike for a living. And Gwen, you had a great result coming 14th as well. A solid performance from both of you. And you guys, obviously you used to be on the same team. And then you've just changed teams, so it makes your result today even more impressive, because that's your first race with them. And you had to change of bike, change of coaches, everything.
It's been a big change, but so far a super positive one. Like I'm really grateful. The team has been super welcoming. Like it's a really great environment, and like I think I was really lucky too. I jumped on the bike and felt super comfortable immediately on it. So yeah, it's overall just been a really positive change.
Are you missing each other?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, we've spent so much time together over the years. Like went to the same college together. We're flatmates all through school, on the same collegiate team, on the same factory team for so long. So it's super different to not be spending so much time together, but it makes it even more fun when we get back to the races and get to race with each other. And it was really, when I came across the line and Benny told me where you finished, I was like, no way. Like just when you see it's like one of your friends, like you see the trajectory, you see like all the battles, and then that day, I could get emotional.
I feel like you're gonna set me off, but it's actually really nice that you're not just like celebrating your own success, and because of the history that you both have, I feel like you guys are sisters.
Definitely. And I think like especially like we've both been through some highs and lows together, being teammates, and so seeing each other, like even your short track, like coming 6th, like that was incredible, and just to see you like back in the fight again, like after, you know, we both had maybe some tough races last year, so
it's pretty good to see us like
definitely
at the level we are meant to be at.
Absolutely. And it takes a lot, and like you say, 6th in the short track, the conditions were totally different then though, weren't they? Beautiful sunshine.
That suits me a little bit more.
Coming from Colorado.
I feel like Gwen's definitely more of a warm weather,
a sunny weather girl, but I enjoyed the mud today still.
And you kicked butt, so it was good.
What was it like for anyone who maybe hasn't seen much mountain biking? The short track is so different to the cross country Olympic, not just the weather that we had, but in terms of just the races as a whole. Which ones do you prefer? And can you just talk us through like the differences that you've experienced this weekend in particular, what the courses were like?
Yeah, I think really like a huge difference between the short track and the cross country is like short track is a pack race. So you're constantly around a lot of people. You're like navigating. It's like the first lap chaos, but for the entire race. Like you're constantly having to make sure you're in a good position. It's a lot more like tactics, positioning, and obviously when it's sunny and conditions are nice, like it's just pure power, like especially the short track, like we're straight up a climb. So it's like really like a powerful rider. I think it suited well. And then in the cross country, I think because it was so muddy, it was like your skills really showed through too. So it was nice, like it really showed like all different sort of strengths. And like really in the cross country days like this, it's like mental. Who is like mentally on it and present and makes the most out of like the muddy conditions.
And especially today, it was super unique because we did have to run a lot, which is not very typical for a mountain bike cross country. But I think like, yeah, it's just about, you know, embracing the mud and the bad weather and like just kind of going with the flow, because every lap changes a bit. Like, whereas, yeah, in the short track, I feel like it is very full gas from start to finish. So
Yeah, you guys were off your bike as much as you were on it today, weren't you? Like running up those hills, I was feeling for you. You must, like, your legs must have been absolutely burning. But in terms of preparation in the off season, how much running do you actually do?
It's funny. I actually have been running twice a week, so I was like, "Oh, perfect." Yeah, that works a little bit.
Yeah.
I've been working for this. Maybe not straight uphill in the mud, but like I've
Pushing
done
your bike.
some running. So
Yeah,
that helped a little bit. But it's like, honestly, I don't know. Otherwise,
yeah, I feel like actually I didn't, like, I have a little bit of cyclocross background, so like that, I did a lot of running, you know, years ago for that, but like this season I haven't really done that much running in the off season, but I feel like maybe it just kind of stays with you too a little bit. So, but yeah, there was definitely times pushing the bike up that climb, I was like, oh, this hurts a lot.
Do you ever get like the feeling that you want to give up? I feel like obviously no one does, but I just feel like that mental strength that you have to have in the hardest of moments out there.
yeah. I think like even more so in these conditions. I think it's really easy to give up in these conditions. So it's like something even I was telling myself in the race is like, as long as I'm moving forward and that's what I'm thinking about, like you're already a step ahead because it's easy to, it's easy in those conditions to get to that place mentally. So it's even more impressive. Like I think it's so impressive the ride you had in these conditions because it also just shows it shows like the mental level you're at too. So and like the growth you've had, you know, coming into your own as an elite rider.
Thanks. I had a lot of really good cheering out there too.
Yeah,
like,
it helps.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Honestly, they are just cheerleaders.
Yeah,
I love it.
It was awesome. Like, I mean, on that last climb, like I was suffering so much, and Ray was just, our skills coach was just like, left foot, right foot, left foot, right foot. And I was like, okay, that's all I have to think about. And she was like, just get to the top of this climb. I don't know if I could have done it without her. Yeah,
It's so nice. And Benny and Ross were saying they were losing it for you.
They were going crazy.
Some of our like photographers, videographers, were loving
because
it.
you obviously know the track team so well as well. Like, everyone's cheering you on.
Yeah.
And then you're also battling someone like Jenny Risfeld.
Yeah.
Did you have that on the bingo card for the first race of the season?
No. There was a few moments where I would look ahead on the climb and be like, the World Cup win is right there, Maddie. Like, stay calm, like it's there. And but it's also, you know, it's a good reminder of like we put a lot of self-belief in ourselves, and that's the goal. Like ultimately that's where we want to be. So to have it like come to fruition or close to it is really, it's a really like rewarding and kind of like reminding you that like all of the hard work is paying off. So,
that belief and that mindset is half the battle sometimes. isn't it?
Definitely.
Yeah.
And in terms of the Americans, you guys are just smashing it.
Insane. Like in the U23 race too, the short track, McKenna taking the win,
and then
Bailey Chiappa getting a podium in the cross country, like so many strong results. We had 4 elite women in the top 15 today from the US. Like it's really cool to see. I mean, like they put a lot of effort into the national team in the last couple of years, and like a lot of support from Bentonville and our national team, like really building a program where we're lifting each other up. And so to see that shine through like at this first
really
World
cool.
Cup, it's really cool.
That's amazing, isn't it?
Very special.
It is a real shame about Christopher Blevins, though, isn't it?
I know.
And for anyone who doesn't know what we're talking about, well, I'm sure you've heard the news by now, but he broke his collarbone when he was practicing on Saturday. And I spoke to him, and we were chatting in the lobby of the hotel, and he said, I just went down, didn't really think anything of it. I wasn't even going to flag it with the physio, but I did hear a pop. And I thought, he said, sorry, I thought, was that not ridiculously painful? And he was like, no. I was like, what?
That's impressive.
Is that normal? Maybe he's on some high painkillers. I don't know.
Maybe there's like some nerve damage, he didn't feel it.
Really? Well,
but
who knows?
It was really a bummer to see that, and it's like there's so many highs and lows in this sport, but I think we'll see Chris be back, you know, as strong as ever, and sometimes those little hiccups can end up being something that propels you forward.
Definitely,
He did say he's only planning on missing Nova Mesto.
Right,
Like, he's not going to be back on that bike. Back on the bike before we know it, right?
I think the really good thing about collarbones is it's usually like, you know, hopefully you can get the surgery and then be back on the trainer like
Yeah, it's like
quickly, you know?
if you get the surgery, really you can do full range of motion, like working towards that immediately. Like when I was in my recovery, it was like the second I got home, we were in PT trying to move it, strengthen it, and it's quicker than it feels like ages, but it's also not so bad.
I know you guys have got to go and pack in a minute. Maddie's off this evening, but in terms of the season ahead, what are your personal goals this season?
I think for me, it's just like consistency. Like if I can every week put myself, you know, in that front group, then those special days will come. Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah, I'd say same. Like for me, second year elite, I think obviously today was super special, but just being super consistent this year and like, you know, staying really focused on the progress and trying to have every race be really solid would be the best I could hope for.
And you guys are now off to Barcelona, aren't you?
Yeah, so we get to go do some training in Girona together now, so that'll be pretty fun.
Love that for you guys. So nice for you to still be able to spend some time together. Before we went and started filming, you did say maybe there's a podcast in the making here. So
we've talked about it.
We've talked about a post-race cool-down podcast.
So it could be good.
Yeah,
I would love that.
Okay, well,
we'll have to see.
Yeah.
Put in
Watch
the
this
comments.
space.
Yeah.
If you want this, let us know.
Yeah.
I do. Bring it on, right, girls. Thank you so much for joining us on our first episode of The Beeline. You've both been brilliant. Congratulations on an epic weekend. Can't wait to see you in Nova Mesto.
Yeah, you too.
Yeah.
It's going to be great.
Thank you.